Y'all come on in, y'all come on in, come on in. What's up? Come on in. Come on in, come on in. How you doing? Come on in. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're at in the world globally. It's your boy Charles. But y'all know when I'm on this mic, it's just a young man telling his story. Malik, my boy, what's up? I see you, Livingstone, in the building. It's your boy Charles, but y'all know I'm on this mic. Just a young man telling his story. Of course, I'm coming from the confines of the crib because we still COVID-19. But first off, like I always say, I hope that you are doing well. I hope that your family and your friends are doing well during this particular season. For this motivational word tonight, we gonna go run some track. I don't know if I got any track runners, but if you ran track, we are gonna go run track. And I know you like, why are we about to run track? Why are we talking about running track? I'm glad you asked. Because the title of this motivational word is entitled Passing the Baton. Passing the baton. Now I know y'all trying to figure out, well, what is a baton? If you ain't never ran track or seen a track meet before, you probably don't know what a baton is. So I'm glad you asked what a baton is. A baton is this. It's a hollow rod, wooden, plastic, or paper, passed in a race from one person to another in a prescribed area. So, what am I saying? If you ever seen the Olympics or if you ever went to a track meet, you will see probably the 4x1 or the 4x2 or the 4x4, and the runners have to pass the baton in the prescribed area, in the prescripted area, or else they are disqualified. But the background really of this story and where I got it from was really, we got to go all the way back to 2008. 2008 was the Olympics. And in the Olympics, it was these 4 women from the USA track team. And they were qualifying for the 4x1 to get to the final. And so, in 2008, they had something happen to them that got me to think about this in 2008, but I had to write it when I got older because I had to understand just what happened a little bit more. So it's really four key questions we got to ask ourselves. Who has the baton? Where is it used? Why is it important? And what if? What if we drop it? What if? Something to think about is this. Write this down, because this is going to be critical for this one. Out of all the other videos, write this one down. Something to think about is this. It's not a sprint, it's a relay. Your life is not a sprint, it's a relay. It's a relay. So let's dive into this. And I know y'all used to seeing the podium. I couldn't have the podium tonight because it's going to take a lot of moving for me to do this one. I can't have the podium in my way tonight. So who has the baton? Who has it? Who has it? The people that came before you. And even now that you got it, when you leave this world, they got it. The people that gonna come after you, your children, your grandchildren, they gonna have to carry the baton. They gonna have to carry it, good or bad, they gonna have to carry it. And some of us, and see, this is the problem about getting a baton, good or bad. Some of us got so much mess that we gotta clean up from previous generations that we get the baton and it's dirty. It's jacked up, it's messed up, it got some dents in it. So now we gotta try to figure out good or bad. You gotta have the baton. The old folks in the old church would say, some days are up, and some days are down, but you got to be leveled to the ground. That's what the old folks would say. That's meaning good or bad, you still got to run this race. Good or bad, you still got to go. So you know who has it. You got it. You got it. Tell your family, your friends, your loved ones, they got a baton. But the real question, what you going to do with it? See, that's the question that nobody likes to answer. That's the question that people get edgy about. Yeah, you got the baton. Yeah, you got it. But what you gonna do with it? What you gonna do with it? That's something to think about. I had to think about that now that I have the baton. What am I gonna do with it? What am I gonna do with it? So now we know the who. Where are you supposed to use it? Now, going back to the story with the 4x1 relay team, they knew that they was using their baton on the track. They knew that their baton was going to have to be used on the track. So where do you use it? I'm glad you asked. You carry your baton every morning that you're able to breathe the breath of life. Whenever you are able to take a deep breath and breathe, you got the baton. You carry it. You got it. It's daily. You have it. But you got to carry it with grace. And see, grace is one thing that we have lost in our society. Grace is something that's not given anymore. And see, when you're carrying a baton, sometimes you got to carry it with grace. Sometimes somebody got to give you grace. And sometimes you got to give somebody else grace. And see, what these women understood, let me go back to the 4x1 relay story of this USA track team. See, in 2008, let me break down the 2008 story so I can get you to the 2012 story. Okay? 2008, they're running this relay race, and they know they got the world on their shoulders, the USA on their shoulders, and these girls knew that they could break the world record. I'm sweating because I love it. I love this topic here. And these four women understood that they had a relay to run, that the USA was on their shoulders, and they knew that they could break a world record. The sports anchors, the analysts, all classified them in 2008 for them to break this world record. But see how grace, let me show you how grace works. 2008, they got disqualified. They dropped the baton in the relay race in 2008. Dropped it, got disqualified. So they were hurt. You got to understand, you at the Olympics, you're hurt, you're upset, you're down. But it's something about grace, because what happened next is what's critical. Their coach, the USA track team coach, he told them, you got 4 years to fix it. He gave them grace while everybody else was about to down them. You got to understand, there are some people that just come in your life just to hand you grace even when you don't deserve it. That's why you got to know what you carry your baton daily. That's why you got to give some grace. Because maybe, just maybe, your baton got dents and stains in it that the people that came before you did not give grace. So you got to clean it up and give some grace. And that's the second point. That's your second point. And where do you use it? Someone is always watching. My God, Justin Wade, I see you. You're up in here. Somebody, where do you use this baton? Somebody's always watching. For my college students that's on this live, for my high school students that just graduated, understand, somebody's always watching. When you left high school, what they did not explain to you was that your livelihood was now on the line, and that everywhere that you go, everything that you encounter, somebody is watching. That's why when you go back home to your neighborhoods and the older folks see you going to college, guess what they telling their young people? I need you to watch this young person, because clearly they're doing something right. And let me just tell you something. There are people watching you, looking up to you that you don't even know it. That's why you got to know, hey, you got to carry your baton daily. Good or bad. Good or bad, you got to carry it. Somebody's always watching. And it might be you that helped them get some grace. It might be you. You never know who you're going to cross paths with and impact. What my buddy Justin don't know, he's on this live right now. He's watching. He impacts my life every day. And I know people going to say, well, he's younger than you. Age ain't got nothing to do with grace, and age ain't got nothing to do with somebody's watching you. Because if that was the case, hey, I'm just going to be real. A lot of us would be better off if we just watch what the old generation did. Because we will be educated, we'll have good jobs. But it's a fool who think that. Because not everybody is watching the same thing. My grandfather used to tell me, you don't watch stuff with these two eyes. No, sir. You watch it with that third eye. See, a lot of people is watching stuff with these two eyes. But the real folks know you watch stuff with the third eye. You gotta get this. You got to get this. So now we know the who. Who has the baton? Everybody got it. Good or bad. Let me say it politically correct for my political people that's going to watch this. Everybody has the baton. And we use it every day. Good or bad. Where do you use it? You use it daily. And just know that somebody is always watching. So I know y'all trying to figure out, so why is this baton so important? Why does this baton have significance? So let's go back to the 4x1 relay team. 2008, we realized that they dropped the baton. And these girls was devastated. These girls were devastated because they was the fastest girls in the world by far for the 4x1. But what they realized is something that a lot of us forget. Before they became a USA track runner, 4x1 runner, they were born. We gotta go back. I gotta go back to that. Before, because I need you to get this. Before they were on the USA track team, they had to come out their mother's womb. So what am I saying? What are you saying, Charles? The reason why this baton is important is because you were born special. I don't care, rich, poor, middle class, upper class, big house, small house, brothers, sisters, mama, daddy, aunt, uncle, whoever raised you, you were born special. And a lot of the times, we as people forget that we're born special. That's why you see a lot of depressed people. That's why you see a lot of people going through suicide. That's why you see a lot of people going crazy. Because they have went through so much in their life, they forgot the one special thing that has happened to them. And that they came out their mother womb and that they were special. You're born special. You're born special. Don't forget that. Even in life's challenges. Please don't forget that you're born special. And these four women didn't forget that. But see, the second reason why it's important. The second reason is this. Here it is. You'll get it. There is a special purpose over your life. You gotta get this. This is the reason why this baton is important. And the reason why you probably seen so much stress happening to your house, the reason why you have seen chaos around you is because some people forgot that they had a special purpose. Because for my biblical scholars, they understand where I'm going with this. Because you are given a gift and a talent. You are really given a gift, but you are blessed with talents. But if you can just unlock that talent to be a purpose and that purpose to be a gift, oh my gosh, that's why you're special. That's why there's a special purpose, because you have something unlocked inside of you that if you just pull it out of you, you just got to pull it out. That's why it's important. See, what these women understood in 2008 was there was a special purpose over their life. Their special purpose was for those four women to come together. They didn't even know each other until probably the 2008 Olympics. And then they had to team up and to work together. And then somehow, some way they got together. And then 2012 hit. 2012 hit and they unlocked that purpose, but we're going to get to 2012. But I need you to understand, whoever watching this live globally, that you have a special purpose over your life. That's why the baton is important. That's why when you get it and it's dirty and it got stains in it and it's messed up and it's jacked up and it looked tore up like you need a new one, it's because the people that came before you did not realize their purpose. You have to realize that they did not, and you have the innate ability to unlock your purpose. So here it is. Here it is now. The last piece, the what if. What? What if you drop the baton? What happens if you drop the baton? What happens? The what if. And that's where we found these 4 young ladies at the 4x1 in 2008. They were at the what if they dropped the baton. And I'm glad that they dropped the baton in 2008, because now we can understand and answer this question. The what if you drop the baton. Dropping the baton, here's your first point. Write these down because these are important. These are going to get you through this season. If anything's going to get you through this season, it's understanding you about to drop the baton. The first point is this. Dropping the baton only means it's time for a change. Dropping the baton only means it's time for a change. It might be a minor change. It might be a little change. It might be a big change. But dropping the baton only means it might be time for you to change some stuff. Readjust. Go back to the drawing board. That's why I like coaching. Because the one thing about coaching, and the athletes understand is you always got to make changes. What these women understood in this 4x1 relay in 2008 and what they realized going in 2012 was we may have to make some changes. We may have to make some adjustments. We may have to maneuver some stuff for us to get this 4x1 win, 4x1 relay win. So the second point is this. What if you drop the baton? What happens? What happens? The only reason you drop the baton is it's time to reposition yourself for change. And reposition yourself for greatness. Because greatness was placed in you when you came out your mother's womb. That's why you're special. That's why you're special. Dropping the baton only means it's time to reposition yourself for greatness. Some of us got to reposition ourselves with our friends. Some of us may have to reposition ourselves with our circumstance. Some of us may have to reposition ourselves. But if you just reposition yourself, greatness will come out of you. What these 4 women understood in the 4x1 relay in 2012 was they had to reposition themselves. And they just made one minor adjustment to unlock their greatness. And let me tell you what happened in 2012. 2012 came at the Olympics in London. And this 4x1 USA track team not only beat everybody in the relay race, but they broke the world record. Not only did they break the world record, they broke it by 2 seconds. If I'm not mistaken, the time that they had, the final time was 40.38. They beat the record by 2 seconds. 2 seconds. All because they decided to reposition themselves for the greatness. What am I telling you, my people? If you're going to pass the baton, you have to make sure you're able to reposition yourself so when you pass it, the other person can be greater. The other person can be greater. That's what happens when you drop it and you just pick it up and you keep running. It's not bad. It's not bad if you don't like change. It's not bad. It's not. And see, that's the beauty of it. Nobody like change. Nobody likes change. If If we didn't like change, we wouldn't see. The reason why a lot of times we don't like change is because it may affect what we're doing. Because I know everybody. I'm just gonna keep it real and plain up in here because I'm gonna talk plain. Half of us ready for November. Y'all so ready for November to come election day. Y'all knocking on doors, calling your friends, because you ready for a change. So not all change is good. Let me just say that, not all change is good. Not all change is good. So here's your last point. Here's your last point. Here's your last point. When you decide to pick up the baton, you can run on and see what the end's gonna be. When you decide to pick up that baton and just run on, you get to see what the end gonna be. See for my faith folks, for my church folks, there's a particular song that I think about when I say this part, and it's an old hymn. And it's one of those hymns that just gets you through. And all the songwriter said is, "Pass me not, O gentle Savior." What was he saying? He's saying, whatever you do, all I'm asking is that you don't pass me by. All I'm begging and pleading with you is whatever you do not pass me by. And this is what the passing the baton is. All I'm saying is, my mama, my daddy, my grandparents, please, whatever you do, pass me the baton. But please don't just pass me by. Please don't just pass me by. And please don't bring me a dirty baton. Can you clean it up a little bit? Because what you don't know is, yeah, you're going to drop it. Yeah, you're going to have some mistakes. But you got to pick it up yourself and clean some stuff up. So when you do pass it, you can hear the songwriter say, "Pass me not." Oh, what he was saying is he was hoping that the Lord did not pass him by because he knew he had a dirty baton. So that's why you pick it up and you run on. Because the people that came before you, good God Almighty, they had to pick it up and run on. And the reason why a lot of people don't like picking it up and running on is because instead of somebody giving them grace, they'll pull them down. And then when you find out they done committed suicide, or they're in the nut house, or they done murdered somebody, or they have done something that could change their life for the bad, you trying to figure out why. The reason why is they didn't have the grace and the faith to pick up the baton because everybody else that came before them done dogged them when they was trying to clean it up. That's why it's important for you to pick it up and not worry about what folks say, especially your family, because some of your family members the one that done dirtied up the baton before you got it. I'm just going to keep it real. Just going to keep it real. Some of your family members dirtied it before you got it. So now it's dirty and it's jacked up and they looking at you like you crazy when you trying to clean it up. So go ahead and pick it up with all the stains and the dirt and all of that, because you're going to have to pass it. You're going to have to pass it. But I love the way Mark Twain says it. I love the way Mark Twain puts it. He puts it in very good context with his quote. And I'm coming to a close now. He says this: the two most important days of your life. The two most important days of your life is when you're born and when you find out why. The two most important days of your life is the day that you are born and the day that you find out why. That's why this passing the baton is important. Because if you only understood that you were born special, just take that with you. If you don't learn nothing else tonight, take that I'm born special. If somebody try to dog you, I'm born special. If somebody try to put you down, I'm born special. But it's more beautiful when you find out your why you are here. It's so beautiful when you find out your purpose. Because the thing about finding out your purpose and the thing about unlocking your gift is your gift and your purpose is spiritually given. It ain't given by no mom, no dad. I love my mama and daddy, but my gift and purpose was not given to me by them. They might have made me, but they didn't give me the purpose of the gift. Your friends and your families can talk all the junk that they want, but guess what? They didn't give you the purpose or the gift that has been unlocked inside of you. And if you just unlock that special gift, you'll understand passing the baton. You'll have an easier path of cleaning up all the mistakes and the trials and the tribulations that has come before you. You'll understand that unlocking your gift can change your whole generation for generations to come. If you just unlock your gift, you can change everything that comes around in your community. And understand that folks is watching not because they want to see what you're doing, because they see the gift and the purpose that you have. And when you unlock it, do you know people are going to come with you? That's why passing the baton has significance. Has significance. Because when we all go, because we all got a date, we're all going to have to pass the baton. Just something to think about was this. It's not a sprint, but it's a relay. It's not a sprint, but it's a relay. And the reason why it's not a sprint is because in society, they tell us now we need to get stuff fast. But if you know, like the old folks used to do when they was cooking, they used to put stuff on low and let it simmer. But I'm going to say it in my country term, simmer. They used to let stuff cook slow because they understood the time that it took. If it cooks slow, it's going to taste better. It's going to taste. If you ever ate somebody's collard greens, it tastes better cooked slow. It tastes better cooked slow. Your relay has significance because it's not about how fast you get to where you get into. Stop letting folks and people in the world tell you you got to get there fast. No, take it as a relay. Take every step as a relay. And when you do, you'll understand passing the baton. Thank you for your eyes. Thank you for your virtual eyes and ears. I hope this helps you. It's your boy, Charles. But when I'm on this mic, I'm just a young man telling his story. Just a few quick announcements and I'm getting up off of here. In a couple of weeks, actually next week, I don't know if he's still on here, me and my buddy Justin Wade, Minister Justin Wade, a mentor, a friend, a brother, somebody that I look up to. Me and him are going to be doing a tag team on Facebook. It's going to be next Monday and next Tuesday. If you're free, add me, Charles White, on Facebook or add him, Justin Wade. You do not, I promise you, you do not want to miss 2 nights of this. I don't even know how we're going to do 2 nights and keep a time limit on it because me and him together, it's going to be lit. Y'all just don't know how lit it's going to be. Then, the week after that, join me on my Facebook. I'm actually going to go to Facebook Live for this one. Join me on my Facebook, add me, Charles White. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, the last week of June, I will be doing a series. The flyer is out. Go check my Instagram. The flyer is there. Getting it right and getting it together. 3 nights, a 3-part series. Come on, come join me. Come learn with me as I'm learning as I speak to you guys. And then lastly, I have a series entitled Stop Tripping, Start Succeeding coming, and then another one late August, maybe late September coming, entitled Change. So be on the lookout for those flyers. Be on the lookout for those dates. I got a conference call to get to like now. Y'all be good. I'm signing off. It's your boy, Charles. But y'all know when I'm on this mic, it's just a young man telling his story. Y'all be blessed. All right, Zoom call time.